From the beautiful city, Chicago, Illinois, WGN Sports on the U presents White Sox Baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, A.J. Pierzynski and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Billy Butler and the young, the talented Kansas City Royals. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, I'm Ken Harrelson as we get set to bring you Game 2 of this 3-game setting, Game 2 of this 7-game homestand. 3 with these guys and then finish it off with 4 against Minnesota. So the Sox in the opener last night were trailing 3-0 at one point. All of a sudden now they score a run. Then Adam Dunn hit a 2-run homer to put us on top 4-3. And then in the bottom of the ninth, A.J. pinch hit, got a base hit, went to second on a sacrifice, third on a wild pitch, and scored on a balk. Sox won it 5-4. So the Sox now trying to get over 500 tonight.
Jake Peavy going to the mound at 4-1. His ERA 4.5. Lifetime against these Royals, he's 4-2. When he faced him in Kansas City, he threw the ball very well. He's an aggressive pitcher. As you know, he's going to go right at these guys. They've got a pretty decent lineup, so this should be a challenge tonight. Felipe Paulino goes to the mound for Kansas City, and Paulino's an interesting story. He's thrown well for Kansas City after starting with Houston and then going on to Colorado where he got released. He's 0-2. His ERA is pretty decent, but he's 6-27 lifetime. He's a fastballer. He's got kind of a slurve and a changeup that's a work in progress. This is a guy we probably should beat because he's not going to try to trick us. Let's win the second game of the series.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Chicago White Sox baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, only from Comcast. Tonight's game is available in Spanish on your SAP audio setting, provided by WRTO La Tremenda, Chicago's Spanish language sports leader. So let's take a look at how Ned Yost is going to line them up for his Kansas City Royals. Former Sox, Chris Getz leading off, then it's Cabrera, who had a good night last night. Gordon back in the lineup after getting hit in the knee, then Butler, Hosmer, Francoeur, Moustakas, Trainer, and Escobar. The defense, and how they'll line up behind Jake Peavy, Pierre Lillibridge, and Quentin left to right with Morel, Vizquel, Beckham, and Konerko. A.J. Przinsky behind the plate. And Jake Peavy on the hill looking for win number 5, and this is his 8th start. He's got one complete game. And it's a beautiful night for baseball. So we're ready, and I'm ready to turn over to my play-by-play partner, Hawk Harrelson.
All right, Stone Pony, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here over WGN Sports on the U. Glad you could join us for Game 2 of this 3-game set and the 7-game homestand, and Game 2 of 19 consecutive divisional games, interdivisional games for our Sox. And the first pitch of the ball game, Chris Getz, is taken for a strike. Royals come in at 34-51, hitting at .265 as a club, so that has not been a problem. But they have a 4.62 team ERA.
The umpires for the game tonight: Brian Honora behind the plate, Alfonso Marquez at first, Ed Hickox is at second, with Ed Rapuano, who called the balk last night, at third.
And that pitch is popped up. Pierre. And that's out number 1. This is the 4th meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 3, the Sox have won 2. That'll bring up the center fielder, switch hitting Melky Cabrera. Melky at .286, 11 homers. He's driven in 48.
It's important for Jake to keep the base runners off base, because this is an aggressive team with 82 steals. They've only been caught 26 times.
There's a breaking ball strike. Cabrera 2 for 4 last night. He has 10 of those 82 steals in 12 attempts. And that tailing fastball. Souvenir left side. And another one. Watch out. And here at beautiful US Cellular Field, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. Nice. Had him off balance out in front on that front foot. 2 down.
This is one of the guys missing from the lineup last night, Alex Gordon, who is having a terrific year. He'll be battling with Paul Konerko for that final spot elected by the fans. And remember to vote for Paulie. That's very important. And while you're there, vote for Andre Ethier of the Dodgers.
So Alex comes in hitting at .298, 10 homers and 46 knocked in. Takes ball 1. Alex, 27 years old now, just starting to come into his own. He's always had a tremendous upside. He was having trouble, had trouble getting there. In that window of 26 to 27, 28, usually with guys who have talent, that's when they either do it or they don't. 2-0.
Best thing happened to him was that Moustakas was in the organization. They moved Gordon to left field. He's got a plus left fielder's arm. In fact, the arms all across the outfield for Kansas City throw real well.
Two and 1 to count. Royals come in at 11-27 on the road. At home, they're 23-24. So they're tough at Kauffman Stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The young man out of Nebraska.
Billy Butler on deck, and you'd just as soon see him leading off the next inning.
He gone. 1, 2, 3 for Jake, and after half inning of play, it's the Royals nothing, and the good guys coming to bat.
Indiana BMW dealers. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. And we'll take a look at how Ozzy's going to line them up with Juan Pierre leading off. Morel at third, then Dunn the DH. He homered last night. Then it's Konerko, Quinton, Pierzynski, Lillibridge, Vizquel, and Gordon Beckham at second and hitting ninth. The defense, and how they'll line up behind Paulino. Gordon Cabrera and Frank Coeur in the outfield. Moustakas, Escobar, Getz, and Hosmer, with Matt Trainer behind the plate. And Felipe Paulino on the hill. Hasn't won a game this year, but the ERA very respectable for the Royals, and he's a hard-throwing right-hander.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. As first pitch strike to Juan Pierre comes in hitting at .258 with a homer, and he's driven in 23. And the count 0-2. They got Paulino listed at 27 years old, 6'2", 270 pounds.
At fastball, 94, 95 miles an hour. And he likes to throw it.
1-2.
Quick breaking, somewhere between a curve and a slider. Not really either, so call it a slurve, and if he gets it over the plate, he'll be real tough.
Well, he's got to have a pretty good arm to be career 6-27.
They keep running him out there. So he was better than a lot of other folks that other teams had.
Count hangs at 1-2. Sox come in hitting at .252 as a club, but they have a very fine 3.79 ERA. Sox 20-20 at home, 23-23 on the road. And that's up high. Full count.
Lino's big problem over the course of his career was the inability to get all of his very good stuff, especially his breaking ball over the plate.
And another souvenir left side. A lovely evening here in the beautiful city.
Yankees are putting it on the Indians 6-0. That game in the top of the fourth. Derek Jeter has 2 hits. He is 4 away from 3,000.
And once again the payoff. Ball hit hard. Meanwhile, hang with him. So with one out, let's check out our picks to click tonight. Jim Angio, our director and the crew. They went with Brent Morel. Top one is going with A.J. Pierzynski, Morton, Karen Levy, and I, and their tribe. Going to go with Adam Dunn. So here's Morel. Takes first pitch strike. That one at 96. Brent 1 for 4 last evening. We only have one hitter in this lineup who's faced Paulino, and he's on deck.
And he faced him probably while a member of the Houston Astros.
Two and one. Outfield straight up, just a bit of a gap in right center. Got to make him get the ball down. That one at 97.
Well, he hasn't shown the ability yet to get one of those breaking balls over the plate. So as a one-pitch pitcher, maybe the first time through he'll be okay. After that, he should play right into the hitter's hands.
And that's flared into right field. Vancour, 2 down. Try to bring up Adam Dunn. Adam 2 for 4 last night with a big 2-run homer. They get the shift on. Breaking ball, and if you missed that home run last night,
that ball stayed up for about a week and a half, and I thought Frank Kerr was going to jump into the Bertucci boys' lap.
And that pitch inside.
'72nd all time. Big Papi next on the list, but he's not done yet.
And the count 1-2.
Adam would like to see him get that fastball down. Paulino is going to battle to keep it high enough to Adam.
Breaking ball low. Paulie on deck with 2 outs and a 2-2 count to Dunn. It's full. Got him. 1-2-3 inning for Felipe Paulino, and after 1, no score. Billy Butler will lead it off here in the top of the second inning. Butler comes in hitting at .298, 6 homers. He's driven in 35. Slider just off the outside corner. Butler 1 for 4 with an RBI last night. That was a 2-out RBI single to right field. In lifetime against Jake, as there's a breaking ball strike. He's 4 for 10. And of the 4 hits, 1 of them stayed in the park. Two and 1 to count.
Butler, for a big man with a lot of power, and he has that, although he hasn't shown it this year, but he doesn't strike out very much.
He's just a good hitter. There's a good pitch. 2 and 2.
He's always used the whole field. He's still a very young hitter.
Would not chase that one, so a full count.
Bridge is very deep in center field. Eric Hosmer in the on deck circle.
Breaking ball misses, and there's the dreaded leadoff walk. So here's Hosmer. Hitting at .278, 7 homers. He's knocked in 32. He was 2 for 4 last night with a homer. That homer coming in the top of the ninth to tie the game at 4.
I had a chance to talk with him before the game. He is a very big young man with a world of talent.
Change up.
Asked him if he ever played any other position but first base. He said he was in a wooden bat league in high school. They put him in the outfield. Didn't particularly care for what they saw. He went back to the first base position, where he has more than enough power and more than enough ability, especially defensively.
And there's a fastball strike. And that change up down low.
Jake's trying to get him to roll over on something away. Hosmer, however, does use the whole field. But that being said, he's grounded into 7 double plays this year.
And that's going to be a souvenir. About 5 rows back. Sox took the opener last night 5-4. And a nice comeback, trailing 3-0. Outfield straight up, spread out. One thing about him, he'll turn it loose.
What AJ wanted was that fastball that Jake throws at the left-hand hitter's right hip. And he wanted him to back it over the inside corner. Maybe Hosmer would give up on it. You see where AJ set up? But Jake throws this up and away. If he missed his spot, Hosmer stays alive.
Good pitch. Just maybe off the inside corner.
That's where AJ wanted it. He called it there. It didn't have quite as much movement as the last time he threw it, and you can see it just off the corner.
So another 3-2 count, and there goes Butler. So Jake with back-to-back walks here in the second inning, and trouble of brewing.
He does have a pretty good man up, because Francoeur swings at everything. He's grounded into 11 double plays, and that far and away leads his team in that department.
First pitch strike. And a reminder, Hooters is the official road game restaurant of the White Sox. So come in any Chicagoland Hooters location when the Sox are on the road to catch the games on their flat screen, high definition TVs and enjoy great Miller beer features. Broken bat, watch out. They're going to go to second base. Can't turn it there, but a good effort.
If the bat doesn't break, there's a very good chance they're going to turn two. Rancourt trying to hustle down the line. Good effort by Omar. Gordon always gets the throw off and misses him by a half step.
Mike Moustakas, 22-year-old third baseman, hitting at .274 with a homer, and he's driven in two. One of their prized prospects. Rancourt, you got to watch it. 13 for 16 in stolen bases. Just a decent lead at this time. And there's a tailing, good moving fastball strike.
Moustakas, one of a succession of very successful #1 draft picks. They seem to have gotten most of them to the major leagues and helping the big club.
And there's another one, and the count 0-2. Well, that's what it takes. You got to have several good drafts, not one or two, but several. And that'll get the job done. That's a pitch up. So Butler will tag. He'll score. And the first walk crosses home plate. 1-0 Royals.
Credit Moustakas because he took two unhittable pitches on the inside corner looking for something up in the zone that he could hit a fly ball. That pitch was up and well out of the strike zone. His first sacrifice fly of his major league career.
So here's the 35-year-old veteran backup receiver Matt Trainer, hitting at .214, 3 homers. He's driven in 15. And that pitch right at the bottom of the zone, taken for a ball.
Trainer's been around a long time. Started in 1994. Originally coming to the major leagues with the Florida Marlins, then Detroit, then Texas, and now Kansas City.
There he goes. And that pitch fouled away. AJ was going to have a tough time throwing him out.
Rancourt checked with Ed Hickox. You never want to take the word of the second baseman of the opposition. Sometimes they're not going to tell you the truth. I know that's surprising, but it happens.
No.
Yeah.
Well, not 52 years and all the parts of 7 decades in this game. I don't believe it. That's up high.
Have you even heard tell where they'll tell the guy to get off the bag because they want to clean it?
Don't bring that up, please. I chased Horace Clark all over that field. I just couldn't catch him. He didn't lie to me. He just said, hey, how about let me clean the dirt off the bag?
You didn't know he had the ball.
No. I should have known something when I saw the pitcher walking around the mound, though. 2-1. And the count evens at 2. I haven't seen that trick tried in I don't know how many years. It's got to be 30, 40 years since I've seen that trick tried. Hidden ball trick.
Well, Omar's been around close to that long, so maybe he'll break it out tonight.
Well, for anybody that would, it'd be Omar. Another full count, so Jake throwing a lot of pitches here.
That one just missed Trainer, and he would be the last guy you'd want to walk.
Payoff. And that one got it. So 2 walks, a hit batsman. And that'll bring up Alcides Escobar.
Jake doesn't have command, and hopefully it's just the fact that it will come to him later. Because right now he's releasing the baseball without a real good idea about where it's going about half the time.
Well, somebody. Francoeur just looking around. Escobar. That's trouble. And that's going to be a 2-run triple. So the 2 walks and the hit batsman cross home plate is 3-0 Royals. 3 runs on just 1 hit.
RBIs 23 and 24. As Escobar splits the gap, Lillibridge tries to slide and catch the ball. This is a slider that just hangs right over the middle of the plate. Escobar takes it to right center. See Lillibridge try his slide here and just misses the ball. And then Escobar with excellent speed easily goes into third.
So here's Chris Getz. He popped up. To left field. Juan Pierre. Now he pops this one up. And Brent Morrell says he'll take it. But a bad inning for Jake. 2 walks, 1 hit batsman, 1 hit, and they score 3. For up-to-the-minute stats and information. So log on to 3w.wgntv.com and enter the game zone, brought to you by Connie's Pizza. You can park at Connie's on Archer Avenue and take their free shuttle to each game, so call 312-CONNIES for more information. And here comes our captain, Paulie. Go to WhiteSox.com to vote for Paul. And also Andre Ethier of the Dodgers, who are promoting Paul out there with their telecasts. Paulie hitting at .319.
He should like Paulino's fastball, which It's one of the reasons why he threw him a breaking ball in the first pitch.
Ollie 2 for 4 last night. There it was. That one at 95. Yanks it foul. Then the count 0-2. Ollie with those 21 homers and 62 RBIs.
It's been a great year at a very crowded and talented position in the American League. Just first base, there's a lot of good ones.
That's high and deep. Stretch. Stretch. You can put it on the board. Yes. That's not big enough at 96. And it's a 3-1 ball game.
Well, Molino should have realized when Paul took the first curveball that he was really going to like his fastball. And he got 2 of them. The second one left the ballpark. 22 and 63 on the power numbers.
So here's Quentin. And there is a strike.
0-2, think you can get a high fastball by him.
It does most guys.
Good luck. Not that guy.
Well, I mentioned last inning, all the parts of 7 decades and 52 years in this game. He's in my top 5 all-time fastball hitters. Breaking ball, and down goes Quentin. 1 out. And of course, with that home run by Canerico, the Alex Nellius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 86, so $8,600 donated by Alex Nellius in loving memory of Ursula. And here's AJ. Breaking ball misses. And the count 2-0. Pulled a string on him, had him off balance.
Last night, the Royals jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Didn't help them. Tonight, they have likewise jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Only see it cut to 2.
The breaking ball hammered foul. That's Pauley's 387th home run. 2 behind Johnny Bench for 55th place all time. And a full count.
Brent Lillibert waiting in the on deck circle, hoping AJ can get aboard.
Breaking ball on 3-2, chops it foul. A breaking ball on that 3-2 to Adam Dunn and got him. And another souvenir left side. Adam with that home run last night. That was the 362nd of his career and moved him past Joe DiMaggio. There's a big man. And there's a base hit. once again, a reminder, go to WhiteSox.com or MLB.com. If you want to text it, you go A3 to 89269. That's A3 to 89269. So 3 ways to get it. And Lillibridge takes first pitch strike. That breaking ball going away 1-1.
Lino has 3 wild pitches this year. Came in throwing only 42 innings, so he's going to throw a lot of breaking balls in the dirt. That trainer's going to have his hands full.
One. Good check. Marquez didn't think so. Close. When you got to get a little angry up there. Bow your neck. Watch out. Fastball up and in.
That one almost took somebody out in the Kansas City dugout.
Thank goodness for that little screen. Yankees hitting in the top of the 5th, leading Cleveland 6-0. So a breaking ball. So far, that's been his best pitch.
First inning, he couldn't get it over at all. This inning, he has gotten it over, but a couple of fastballs, Paulie and AJ, have hurt him.
Well, he struck out down on a good 3-2 breaking ball. Down and in. So here's Omar at 270. No homers. He's driven in 8. And there's a changeup. 1st and 30, Omar. Backs it up with a fastball. And that's high.
Gordon Beckham waiting in the on deck circle if Omar can keep it alive.
So 2-2 the count for our 44-year-old phenom. And that's popped up. Alex Gordon will make the catch. That'll retire the side. But the home run by Paul Konerko, number 22, will go to the 3rd, trailing by 2.
The man to my right is Keenan Walker. He was the White Sox first pick in the draft, the 47th overall. And Keenan, first of all, congratulations on signing today.
Thank you.
You must be very, very proud.
Yeah, I'm real excited. Just happy to get going.
Well, you're going to get a chance to get going in Great Falls, Montana. I know that's a nice place to play. It's an advanced rookie ball. And when do you leave?
Actually, this Friday, so pretty soon.
Well, this young man stole 65 bases in 63 games. I assume that getting on is not a problem. When you get on, stopping you is a problem.
Yeah, it seemed that way this year. I just kind of got in the groove and just kept with it.
This was the third time that you were drafted. Drafted first by the Cubs the first time, the second time by the Phillies. And here you are signing with the right team. And so I believe you have to be really anxious to just start this and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, only time will tell what happens. I mean, hopefully I'm up here in a couple of years, but you never know.
Well, you got a chance to sign early enough where you're going to get some instruction, and coming out of a junior college, I would assume that that is one of the reasons why you wanted to sign and get your professional career started.
Yes, definitely. But another year of school wouldn't hurt, but start your career and getting paid to play a kid sport, it's the best thing in the world.
Well, you're wearing number 11. I know that's not your number. Number 20 was your number. Number 11 is worn by Omar Vizquel, so you've got a pretty good role model to pattern yourself after, and we just have to wish you all the best and get here as quickly as you can.
I'll try.
Thank you, Keenan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Keenan Walker, our number 1 draft pick, put up some very, very impressive numbers. Headed up with those 65 bags in 63 games. Good luck to you, big man. All right. I love to see those young players when they first sign. Their soul is just the anticipation of it. And there's a one-hopper. So Melky Cabrera is retired. One of the great things that will happen to an aspiring young major leaguer is when he first signs that professional contract. What a feeling. And especially if you get that first round money.
You're not kidding. Even if it is the 47th pick, it's still pretty good.
So here's Alex Gordon. He struck out on a high fastball. Well, he hit 402 in those 63 games. 11 doubles, 8 triples, 4 homers, 50 RBIs. Scored 76 runs.
That was at Central Arizona.
1-1 the count.
We just have to hope that that great speed and great athleticism that led to being the first pick by the Sox out of junior college comes very quickly.
Well, you know yourself, you've been around almost as long as I have, the fact that if you can run, what a difference. What a difference it makes, especially when you're 6'3". He gone.
6'3", 190. He's not a small man. Has a chance to grow a little bit still. Certainly he's going to fill out.
Yeah, he's got some nice forearms. I was looking at his arms. He's got some nice forearms. So here's Butler. He started off that 3-run second with a base on balls. In fact, if you're just tuning in, Jake walked 2 and hit 1 guy in that inning. They got 3 runs and only 1 hit. Jake's remembering those 4 hits that Butler has off of him, 3 of which left the premises. Count evens at 1.
Took something off that one, made it sink, kept it in the zone, but made sure that Butler was not on his fastball.
Fooled him right there.
That's one of the weakest swings you'll see Billy Butler ever take.
That's the worst swing I've ever seen. He's just turned 25 years old and he's got 4 years in the big leagues. I'll show you what a good young hitter he is. He gone. Chased himself right there, right out of that at bat. 1-2-3 inning. Go to the bottom of the third. It is 3-1 Royals. Bottom of the third. 3-1 Royals. Gordon hitting at .238. 7 homers. He's driven in 23. Felipe Paulino. Good quick slider.
Well, the fact that he started throwing him for strikes now makes it so that when you see it, thinking it's going to be in the zone, you expand that zone.
Another one. And very quick to the count. No 0-2. Yeah, with a big fastball, they're turning him into a breaking ball pitcher.
Well, when you look at his stuff, you honestly have to wonder when you throw 96 with that kind of breaking ball, how you're 6-27.
Can't believe it. There's a shot. That's a hang woofing, boy. That was a rocket right to Moustakas.
Maybe when he gets to 0-2 like he did on Paulie and Beckham, he makes mistakes, which is why he's 6-27.
Well, you know, that's part of it. And the biggest thing is when you see a guy with that kind of ability, first of all, as we said before, he saw him throw a pitch. He's got to have a good arm. There's no question. You just don't be 6-27 in the major leagues unless you've got a chance. And a chance means a good arm. But a lot of guys just don't have any pitching acumen or baseball acumen. They just, look at a sign, they pitch it, and they try to throw it there. And if they what I'm saying is they really don't go through a learning process because they don't understand it.
That's why it's essential, even though he's been around a couple of years, essential to have a veteran catcher. Got to nurse him through an outing.
That's what they're there for. Over the years, the best catcher I've ever seen in my career is Ivan Rodriguez. To me, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think there's any question about it. But in the context of what we're talking about, the best catcher I've ever seen nursing a guy along, we got him behind the plate for us, A.J. Pierzynski. He saves that bullpen over the course of a season many, many innings because he can nurse a guy to get 1 or 2 more out of him in an outing than a lot of other catchers can get. That's out of play. Full count. One lined out hard to Escobar, his first trip. White Sox way back when, before your time, Stone Pony.
In the 20s?
There's a base hit, a solid. Look at that turn by Juan. Now he'll pull it up. And Sherm Lawler was a good catcher. And that was the reputation that he had. He could get. Of course, pitchers back in those days, if they didn't go 9, they figured they had a bad outing. But he could get a little more out of them.
Don't forget Jim Hegan.
Jim was in the Sherm Lawler category.
The Cleveland Indians.
He was in that same category. Del Crandall was in that category. They could get more out of pitchers. So here is Brent. There's the bunt. That's a good bunt. Good bunt. Stick in your pocket. That's a base hit.
Brent Morrell tries that a lot. When he gets it into fair territory, he usually winds up with a base hit. If he continues to do things like that, it's going to bring every third baseman in, because right now he's done it a couple of times. It goes into the advanced scouting report, meaning that third baseman is going to have to play him 3 or 4 steps closer, giving him an opportunity to hit it by him. That's a tremendous advantage, to lay it down, beat it out, and leave a third baseman, especially a rookie, way back at third with no chance at all.
So here's Adam. He struck out on a 3-2. Good breaking pitch down and in. They got a modified shift on now. Gets on the dirt, not back on the grass. Well, that bunt coming from Morrell, and Morrell, before he's done, he's going to be a guy that hits you 20-25 home runs a year. He's got good power.
His defense keeps getting better and better.
Oh, he's going to be a keeper. Lays off that breaking ball.
Juan was getting, in fact, that's one of the reasons why Escobar is coming in now to talk with Paulino. Juan was getting a tremendous lead at second base, and he's telling him, look back at me. I'm standing close here. If you don't look back at him, he's going to be standing at third. Take a look at this lead. Escobar's right there, but Paulino not even looking. Juan actually could have taken off there, but didn't want to run on the first pitch.
I just hope it doesn't affect Adam. He's having enough struggles. That breaking ball popped up. Hangs up in the air for Gordon. Watch out. So that is out number 2. And that'll bring up Paulie.
Molino did a pretty good job of going to the unoccupied base, because he saw Moustakas and Escobar run out right at Gordon, leaving third base unoccupied. He went and filled that position.
And here comes Paulie. Here's what he did leading off last inning.
He got the 0-2 fastball and rode it out of the ballpark to make it a 3-1 game.
That was a fastball up and in. And pitchers who are fastball pitchers, when that pitch is hit out on them, it backs them up a little bit. Starts him off with a breaking ball high. Another one, and now Paulie's got the catbird seat with Quentin on deck. You see a lot of the t-shirts. And you too can vote. Go online at whitesox.com or MLB.com. My wife and I did a few votes last night ourselves.
Stayed up late last night?
No, but we got enough in. Another breaking ball.
Well, when a guy turns around your best fastball and it's up and in, you're fairly convinced that maybe his bat's a little quicker than you can throw it. That's why
his bat's a little better than your fastball.
That's why it's 3 breaking balls in a row, and if he does throw the fastball, it'll probably be away.
That's why that up and in fastball backs him up. And there's a base hit back through the middle. Here comes one. Paulie never came close to seeing a fastball, and the ball gets away. So now Morrell goes in to third, Paulie into second, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Yes.
And that time Paulino was in the wrong spot. If that throw is off the mark, Paulino has to be in back of Trainer. But he was standing right next to him. When the ball got away, he's nowhere near where he has to be. And that's a hanging slider. Paulie looking for it away. Looking right back up the middle. Drives in run number 64. And then we get a break. This throw off the mark. And nobody backing up Trainer. Single, RBI, E2.
E2?
Kind of surprising to me also.
So here's Quentin. He struck out on a breaking ball. Takes that fastball at 96 up high. AJ on deck. Ducks on the pond, 2 out.
Well, this is where you expect something in the dirt, which could very easily get by Trainer.
And there's a soft drive knocked down by Getz, so they're going to have to hold Paulie. Meanwhile, Morrell scores, and this game is tied at 3 on the single by Quentin. Don't stop now, boys.
RBI number 50. And the one thing that Paulino has shown is when he gets to 0-2, he doesn't have real good put-away pitches.
Hit it in the right spot, right off the end of the bat, and a good job right there. With Cabrera out there, I don't think Paulie would have scored anyway, but good job by Getz just to knock it down. So now runners at the corners, 2 down. AJ, he singles. Chopper in the hole between third and short last inning. And the count 2-0. AJ has been swinging that bat, hitting coming into the night. 362 in the last 10 ball games. And the count 3-0. Turn him loose.
Kansas City's pitching staff is last in the American League. That's what Ned Yost has to contend with. And a decent hitting team. They just don't throw the ball real well.
And that'll load him up. So they were just going around AJ right there.
Bob McClure taking a walk to the mound. Settled down his beleaguered right-hander.
And a reminder, Sox fans, here's your chance to win the experience of a lifetime. You can join the Chi Sox mobile group by texting lineup. That's LINUP 244-769 for a chance to win 2 tickets on August 14th. Also a photo with Coach Jeff Cox and the opportunity to deliver the lineup card to the umpire at home plate before the game. Now the winner must be at least 12 years of age. So that's lineup to Chi Sox 244-769.
Well, there was nobody up in the bullpen, so finally Brian O'Nora comes out and tells McClure, only so much you can say to him, Bob.
So here's Lillibridge, struck out last inning on a breaking ball. Outfield straight up about equidistant, and that's ball one low and away. Sacks packed with Sox in a 3-3 tie here in the bottom of the third if you're just joining us. Right there. That might be the one. Big pitch right here, the 1-1. Another fastball right there.
Well, he took two of the pitches that he can really hit hard, took them essentially right down the middle.
That last one was split the gut.
Center cut.
Takes two good ones and swings at a bad one. Meanwhile, we come up with a pair. We'll go to the fourth, tied at 3. Cosmer will lead it off here in the top of the fourth inning in this 3-3 tie. Just joining us, Sox trailed at 3-0 after an inning and a half. Scored one in the second, the homer by Konerko. And then Paulie with an RBI single. And then Quentin with an RBI single in the third. Outfield straight up. Chopper to Hopper. Also, if you're just tuning in, you missed our #1 draft choice, Keenan Walker. 6'3", 190 pounds, stole 65 bases, 63 games. Whew. That's something that getting close to that Nate McLouth numbers. It is just crazy.
You got to
how much of a bonus did you get when you signed?
Oh, tremendous bonus. They offered me.
There's a base hit by Francoeur.
The Indians offered me $2,500 in the 16th round, first time I was drafted. And then they had a winter draft then, and the Giants drafted me in the 4th round, which sounds very impressive until you consider they only had 4 rounds. So they gave me $10,000. I was very happy. And
what year was that?
That was the winter of 1968. Played my first year in Fresno, California in the Cal League in 1969.
Checks it up, does Moustakas. He had a sacrifice fly. He actually had a good at bat. Had 2 strikes on him. Jake tried to buzz a fastball up high past him. He got on top of it for the sacrifice fly into center field. Had him out in front. That got a piece of AJ right there.
That got, yes, a substantial piece of AJ. He'll be singing soprano in the choir for a bit.
Yeah, that's not the first time, as Lenora will go out and have a little conversation with Peavy.
Oh, but he will hope it'll be the last time.
It won't be the last time either. He handles pain just about as well as anybody you'll ever see.
He's telling Hermie,
what are you going to do, Arnold?
Yeah. What do you
want to spray some freeze it on it?
Hermie's saying, just hang in there, pal. And Hermie's laughing too. It's always funnier to other people. Hermie almost tripped on the steps. He was laughing so hard coming in the dugout.
So 1 out, 1-1 to count. Rancourt, I mentioned 13 for 16 in stolen bases.
Well, Jake should throw over there a couple times, if nothing else, but to allow AJ a chance so when he does make a throw, his head clears.
Pitch out, nothing on.
You have to figure he'd be going here. See what Ned Yost has in mind.
Got a short lead. Does not go in a breaking ball. So the count 2-2. Three runs on 2 hits, 1 error for them. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for us here in the top of the 4th. He did not go.
Now you probably have a chance to strike him out, throw him out. Because Jake really has done a nice job of holding the baseball in the stretch, getting rid of it quickly. If AJ has a shot, Jake's one of our best right-handers, probably along with Jesse Crane, at giving him a shot to throw somebody out. So we have to retire the hitter.
There he goes. Breaking ball. He just did get a piece of it. Second of this 3-game set.
Doug Sisson, the first base coach, talking to Frank Coor.
There he goes. And that's popped up left side. Juan Pierre. Two down. And Sox fans, there's a beautiful new restaurant right across the street. U.S. Cellular Field. It's called Bacardi at the Park. The restaurant and bar is open, offering a full menu from Gibson's Restaurant Group. Bacardi at the Park is the place to meet and watch all the action on over 70 flat screen, high definition TVs. Bacardi at the Park, right across the street. Here's Trainer. He was hit a 3-2 fastball. Got him in the hand or wrist area.
Jake's ready to deliver pitch number 67. I'd like to make this a quick at bat.
There he goes. No chance.
Gordon did a very nice job of first knocking it down and then getting to it quickly enough so Francoeur couldn't even think of advancing, as he steals his 14th bag of the year. It's a good jump. AJ has to come all the way across his body on the inside pitch. And Gordon locates the ball well before Francoeur, and he's at second.
That strike, that fastball at 91, good movement. Evens the count at 1. Francoeur 14 for 17 in stolen bases. 83rd stolen base for Kansas City. They've been thrown out 26 times. Good rip by Trainer, who has hurt us in the past in that Texas uniform.
He got under that one. He's gotten all the left-handers out. He's only given up the 2 hits. One to Francoeur, one to Escobar. The one to Escobar, 2-run triple. That one hurt.
It's a hanger. A lot of guys are going to hit that one hard. Nubs it. Get over there. Get over there. He does. Good feed. And that's 3, Jake. That'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 3. Habits. Tie, and Jake gave up the 3 runs in the second inning. He walked 2, hit 1, only gave up 1 hit when they scored the 3, and since then he's retired 6 of 7.
Throwing the ball pretty well now, and the second night in a row Kansas City jumped off to a 3-0 lead. Let's hope this one ends the same way as last night's did, with a victory, if not a walk-off win.
Omar Vizquel will lead it off for us against Felipe Paulino out of Pearland, Texas. Takes first pitch strike. Yankees still leading 6-0. That game in the top of the 7th in Cleveland.
Indians have a hard time with the idea of coming back against CC Sabathia from that kind of a lead.
And a good pitching matchup out at the Big A in Anaheim. Starting just about 40 minutes from now. Justin Verlander against Dan Herron.
Well, for Verlander recently, it's been a guaranteed win night. However, he is not immune to having a bad game, and his mound opponent, Herron, has an ERA under 3.
There's a line drive over the head. Soft line drive. So the leadoff man aboard.
This ball up and away. Omar gets it off the end of the bat. Chris Getz goes up about as high as he can go. And not high enough. He's laughing because I think Escobar is telling him nice leap.
So here's Gordon. He had a rocket down to Moustakas. Leading off the 3rd. Just a screaming Mimi. As they used to say, he pickled it. Ground ball left side. Escobar gets the force on Omar.
That was a good play by Escobar. He's got a very strong arm, tremendous range, and he was able to just barely get Omar at second. Plants the foot. Good solid throw. Can't even think about 2 there.
Here's one. He lined hard to Escobar, leading off the bottom of the 1st. Then in the 3rd, with 1 out, singled sharply to center and came around to score. Outfield short, swung around to the left. Good lead by Beckham. In the finale tomorrow afternoon, it'll be Edwin Jackson against Bruce Chin. So make your plans to be here at beautiful U.S. Cellular Field. If you can't, that game will be over WGN. While you have a moment, want to sound a big White Sox shout out and hello to Dennis Julius Walter, big Sox fan, and hope you're feeling better, buddy, and we'll see you at the ballpark. Breaking ball high.
Opponents have been successful stealing 61 bases against these Royals. They've been thrown out 28 times. Combination of the man we're looking at, Matt Trainer and Brian Pena.
Well, for the most part, all clubs, all major league clubs, have bad percentages against them in stolen bases, and one of the big reasons the pitchers just don't do a good job at holding them close. And that's low, 3-0.
Lino probably not long for this game. He's about to deliver his 84th pitch.
And it's a strike.
It's a very high total. With only 1 out here in the 4th inning.
And there's a base hit. So Gordon will have to pull up. Francoeur, he can throw. So 2 on, 1 out, and that'll bring up Brent Burrell. And a reminder, Sox fans, join us for Orgulo night, presented by Comcast on Thursday, July 7th, when the Sox take on the Minnesota Twins. Orgulo night features a pregame Gate 5 concert with Latin music and various giveaways. For tickets, 866 Sox game or visit whitesox.com.
Trainer went out to talk with Paulino. Still no action in the Kansas City pen.
So here's Brent. Had a beautiful bunt single last at bat. Takes first pitch strike. That was last inning, and he came around to score. Breaking ball. On the move is Moustakas. What a pick by Hosmer.
Well, Hosmer is just an outstanding first baseman. A very young and very talented defensive first baseman, along with his offensive heroics. Cracked bat. Morel gets down the line in a hurry. Not a very good throw by Moustakas on the transfer. But that was a long hop and a difficult play for Hosmer to keep his foot on the bag.
Well, being 6'4" helped him out right there. That ball gets by him.
It's 2.
2 runs are going to cross that plate. So with 2 out, here's Adam. He has struck out and popped up to left field.
Adam should see a good one because there's no way Paulino wants to get to Paulie in the on-deck circle.
That's one reason people have been saying, well, why is he keeping him in third? That's one reason. To give him some help. Some protection. And the count 2-0. Paulie on deck. Paulie with that homer and that 2-out RBI single. And drops a breaking ball on him. And he catches a break right there. Paulino, that ball was outside.
And ball a touch off the plate. Take a look where the 4 appears.
Well, the 2-2. Struck him out on a 3-2 breaking ball down and in back in the first inning.
You'd have to figure with first base open, and the velocity in that fastball has dropped 2 to 3 miles an hour. He probably will be going to that 87-mile-an-hour slur.
That could be a strike. So we threaten, can't score, and we're into the 5th. Alcides Escobar will lead it off here in the top of the 5th inning. 3-8-0 for our guys. 3-2-1 for their guys. Escobar with a 2-run triple back in the 2nd when they scored their 3 runs on that hit. Had one earlier on a sacrifice fly by Moustakas.
Morel is even with the bag at 3rd in case Escobar is thinking about bunting.
And the count 2-1. Escobar 13 for 18 in stolen bases.
He can handle the bat. He's got 8 sacrifices, so you know he can bunt.
That ball into right field. Fighting the lights. Quentin makes the catch for out number 1. And Chicagoland viewers, how would you like to win $5 footlongs from Subway? Just be the 500th texter to text Subway to 97999. So go to WGNTV.com for complete info and rules.
Looked like it was going to be an easy play, but if the ball is not hit high, if it's a line drive, it can get right into the lights and make it very difficult. In this case on Quentin.
First pitch strike. Chris Getz has popped up. Juan Pierre, and he's popped up to Brent Morel.
Now Morel is in on the grass, even closer to take the bunt away.
0-2 the count. Top of the 6th, the Target Field in Minneapolis. 3-1 Twins over Tampa Bay. Scott Baker on the bump. Bottom of the 8th in Washington. Nasty Nats leading the Cubs 3-2. Get over there. Nice feed. 2 down.
Wally got him the ball quickly. Jake had a chance to right his stride. And knowing that Getz can get down the line in a hurry, Jake beat him there by plenty.
So here's Cabrera. Some other scores. Top of the 8th in St. Louis. Cardinals leading Cincinnati 8-1. Atlanta leading the Rockies 5-3. Top of the 8th down in Georgia. Phillies 8. Marlins 2 down in Florida. That's bottom of the 8th. Back to the middle. So Cabrera now 1 for 3, and he's 10 for 12 in stolen bases.
With their inability to square it up against Jake so far in this one, you would think Cabrera would be running, although it's pretty easy to call a first pitch up.
Alex Gordon, the left fielder, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And swinging on a fastball and swinging on a slider. That's into left field. That should be a can of corn. It will. That'll retire the side. We're halfway home, tied at 3. from the Illinois Lottery. You could win one of 5 top prizes of $250,000, $250,000, or one of over 2,000 additional prizes ranging from $50 to $1,000 instantly. Bottom of the 5th inning. Konerko, Quinton, and Pierzynski to face Felipe Paulino. Paulie is 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, a run scored, a homer, and a 2-out RBI single.
Paulino is going to go by the 100 pitch mark this inning. He's about to deliver his 95th.
There's a shot that's going to hang up. It's a hang with him for Paulie. So here's Quinton, struck out and then hit a little nubber off the end of the bat. They drove in a run back in the 3rd. Takes that pitch low and away.
Most of the damage to Paulino tonight has been done on 0-2 counts. That hit him.
So he'll go to first. That'll bring up AJ, who has singled and walked.
Right off the right wrist. Carlos hit for the 18th time.
First and 30, AJ. Almost got him. And checking another score for you. Pittsburgh beat Houston 5-1. The Buccos are 1.5 games back of St. Louis Central.
They're really becoming a big story.
Clint Hurdle doing a wonderful, wonderful job.
45-41, 4 over 500.
And there's a base hit. Carlos going to pull up. He knows Frank Corkin, who got there in a hurry as well. He knows he can throw. So here comes Lillibridge. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He's been taking the fastballs and swinging at the curves.
Usually for him, not a particularly good recipe for success.
No, he's a dead fastball hitter.
Maybe if he gets one on the first pitch, he'll let it go. This whole outfield throws particularly well.
Fastball, pitch number 100.
And the bullpen going for the first time. A left-hander up in the pen for Kansas City. Bury this breaking ball in the dirt. It's probably what it's going to be.
That fastball at 95.
Went right by him. A perfect pitch on the outside corner.
Six strikeouts now for Paulino.
Trainer wants it inside. Paulino misses with his location, but turns into gold for him.
Breaking ball strike. Bit of a late call by Onora. Omar's 1 for 2. And now he's 0-2.
Tim Collins loosening up in the bullpen. First bit of activity we've had tonight for either team.
So we get a couple of guys on, can't do anything with it, and we'll go to the 6th, still tied at 3. Just $1.89, and if you don't have to remember it to love it, prices and participation may vary. For a limited time, a la carte only.
This is shaping up to be a very tough inning for Jake. Third time through the order. He's got to go through the heart of the order. Certainly doesn't want to see Butler get on to lead it off. Jake has given up just 3 singles, and he's in a tie game. 3 base hits, and he's in a tie game.
Butler takes ball 1. He walked and scored. He started off that 3-run second with that walk, the dreaded leadoff walk. And he struck out in the 3rd. Out of play, 1-2.
First time tonight, the bullpen up and going. It's Brian Bruni. Hasn't thrown yet. Looks like he's going to.
Watch out. Sent to the LG Skyline Club seats. Ground ball on the hole, base hit.
It was actually a very good pitcher's pitch. And Butler kept the bat in the zone long enough to be able to just guide it through the left side. This ball is down just about as good as you can get it. But he finds a hole.
So here's Hosmer. He has walked and he has grounded out to second. Breaking ball inside. Yankees leading Cleveland 9-0. They're hitting in the top of the 8th. And that's popped up. Dillibridge making the call. 1 out. And a reminder, great seats are still available for all White Sox games here at beautiful US Cellular Field, and they start at just $12 a seat. Also, the schedule is full of great matchups, promotional nights, and games featuring post-game fireworks. So 866 Sox game or whitesox.com. Brancourt 1 for 2.
Jake about to deliver pitch number 90. Nobody yet has started to throw in the pen, so he must be feeling pretty good.
Boston beat Toronto 3-2 at Fenway Park. Red Sox now 50-35. That's popped up. That's trouble. And that's going to fall. So there's your prototype duck snort right there.
Well, Butler couldn't take off because he didn't know if Gordon was going to be able to get this ball. Maybe on the final lunge. Gordon locates it, but can't get to it. Now, he's got Moustakas tonight by keeping the ball up. He's thrown everything right around the letters, and Moustakas to this point hasn't gotten a real good piece of it, but enough for one sacrifice fly.
Now fielder spread out straight up, and there's a breaking ball strike. Got a good pitch hit right there and underneath it. Three runs on 5 hits, 1 error for them. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for us. We're in the top of the 6th inning in game 2 of this 3-game set, in game 2 of this 7-game homestand. The Twinkies in town for 4. He gone. So there was a man at first. He is out. 2 down. Now Ducks on the pond.
Jake throws a wild pitch. AJ wants it low and away. Jake gets it low and in. Third wild pitch.
So here's one of the big outs in this game. Matt Trainer was hit by a pitch and scored. That was in the 2nd. Then he nubbed one to first in the 4th. First pitch strike. And that is the final from National Park in D.C. Nasty Nats beat the Cubs 3-2. Close. And the count 1-1. Got a pretty good pitch to hit right there and couldn't do anything with it. High slider.
Jake tried to get as much as he could on an outside fastball. That was at 92, out of the zone.
The 2-2. Tried to rush that one by him.
Took AJ's mask, moved it to the side of his face. Jake has yet to throw him that wipeout slider.
And once again, the 2-2 pitch. And there's a base hit. They'll score a pair on the off speed. And it is 5-3 Kansas City.
Right pitch, wrong location. He threw the slider. Just didn't get it where he wanted it. And for Trainer, RBI 16 and 17. AJ wants it low and away. Jake gets it low, not quite as away as much as he would like. And Trainer comes through with a big hit.
So there's Escobar. 2-run triple in the second. Then he lined out to right last inning. So he pitched 102. And it's 1-1 to count.
Very good chance this is Jake's last inning. Trainer standing on the bag. Probably not going to get him with that one.
And that's popped up. But a big base hit by Matt Trainer, who has hurt us in the past, and he was in that Texas uniform. They lead it 5-3. Sox fans, tonight we want to recognize Joe Vick Chevrolet for their support of Sandwich Boys baseball in tonight's Chevy Youth Baseball League of the Game. Now, your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are supporting leagues and young ball players in their communities through the youth program, the Chevy Youth Baseball program. From the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball.
Well, a chance to get to Paulino before they take him out of the game. He's going to deliver pitch number 105, and the bullpen is up and going.
And it's a strike to Beckham, who was lined hard to third and hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice. 5-3 bad guys. Oh, he got a cookie right there and pops it up. Gordon calling off Escobar, 1 out.
Will Oman loosening up, and odds are overwhelming that he will come into the game. See if the Sox can push across a couple.
That was just a tough inning for Jake right there. He made a good pitch on Butler. Reached out and one hand just found a hole between third and short. Then Francoeur with a prototype duck snort. Then he made a bad pitch to Trainer. And he got the base hit.
Well, the wild pitch also was particularly damaging, although it produced a strikeout.
1-1 the count.
Tim Collins should be real loose. Still 82 degrees and humid, and he's been up for a while. Collins hit the ball pretty well tonight.
He's hit it hard all 3 times. And he's got a full count. And there is the 1-out walk. And here comes Brent. Morel is 1 for 3. Had a bunt single after that single by Pierre in the third. And both of them came around to score.
Well, if you're Ned Yost, you're trying to get one more out of Paulino. Because Collins is out there to face Dunn, who's in the on-deck circle. See if Brent can make him pay for waiting perhaps a hit or two long.
Took that pitch nicely down low. That one at 95. And there's a ground ball just foul.
Puts him on second and third with only 1 out, but and Rapuano right on the line. Ball not foul by much, but clearly foul.
Big pitch, the 1-1. And he helps him out. He chases way up high out of the zone. Advantage Paulino. There he goes. There's a strike him out, and he's safe.
Throws him the wipeout breaking ball. Good pick by Trainer in the dirt. No chance at all to get Pierre. One thing he could have done that time was thrown into center field, and Collins has been up for the better part of 2 innings, and they're not bringing him in to face Dunn. So let's see if Adam can make him pay for this. Jim Collins has figured out that he's probably not going to come into this one for a while.
So Pierre picks up his 12th stolen base. Adam 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Takes ball 1. He should have had a right-hander up as well, because what his thinking is right now, he's going to take a chance. He'd rather take a chance. He wants Paulino against Konerko, even though Konerko is homered in singles.
Well, he's got the right-hander and
now
the left-hander.
He just got the right-hander up.
Ozzie was not going to pinch hit for Adam Dunn, so see if Adam can pick out a good one.
Takes a good one. Right there. And the count 1-2. No. That ball was not a strike. Meanwhile, he rings him up, and that'll retire the side. And we'd like to welcome viewers throughout the Midwest watching the WGN Sports Baseball Network in Central Illinois on WCFN 49, on WHO HD 13.3 in Des Moines, in Peoria on My 59 Peoria, and in the Quad Cities, watching on WQAD 8.2.
Will Oman comes into the game at 0-1, ERA 4.70, on for the 29th time.
Got the top of the order. Getz, Cabrera, the switch hitter, and Gordon. This gets 0 for 3. Five runs, 6 hits, 1 error for them. 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for us. They have stranded 4. We have stranded 8. One and 2 the count. And another souvenir.
I had a chance to talk with Chris before the game and talking about how well he was going until just a few days ago. But he also remarked how tough Kansas City has always played the Sox, last couple of years especially.
He gone. One out. We were 10-8 against them last year, and it's, as I said last night, it just seemed like that every game was just tooth and nail, scratch and claw.
Same thing this year, 2 of 3, but they haven't been easy. Nor is tonight.
Well, if you ask the players on Kansas City, they'll tell you they think they can beat us, and that's the attitude you should have. So here's Cabrera. He's 1 for 3. Pops that up. Beckham. Gordon, a long way to go. Falls in fair.
Somehow Carlos has got to get to that. For Gordon Beckham, that's a huge run from where he was. That ball drifting back toward the field of play. And Ghazi kind of wondering how that one did fall. See where Beckham is. He's playing up the middle. The run he has for this ball as Carlos pulled up. Ball falls 3 feet from him.
So here's Alex Gordon 0 for 3. That's the 22nd double for Cabrera. He just wears us out. Gets every time he touches the ball, whether it be a pop-up like that falls in, or a duck snort, a line shot. 2 for 4 last night, 2 for 4 tonight.
He's got 34 multi-hit games this year.
He's done a heck of a job for him.
I mean, Cabrera's having a renaissance here.
Coming off that 255, 4 homers and 42 knocked in with Atlanta last season. Or check that, Kansas City, Atlanta the year before. He's always played well against us. Come back and get him.
I think Lewis Coleman probably is going to come into the game. Molino is right around 120 pitches.
Butler on deck. There's one.
Gordon is pretty strong and figures to see a fastball here.
And the count goes full.
AJ wanted that one on the outside corner. Oman got it up and in. And Gordon, who should be standing at first, is looking at a 3-2 pitch.
Outfielder deep, especially Lillibridge in center. And the payoff pitch, Alex Gordon. He gone. 2 down.
Third time tonight, Gordon's going down on strikes. So he battled back 3-0 on pitches out of the zone.
So now they're going to put Butler on. He's 1 for 2 tonight, but he has started off. Well, for an example, back in the second, he walked to start that inning off. They scored 3 times with only 1 hit. Jake walked 2 and hit 1. Then last inning, he started off that 2-run 6th with just a little one-hand reach out hook. Soft ground ball in the hole between third and short. So Hosmer on deck. And once again, a reminder, tomorrow afternoon game, Edwin Jackson against Bruce Chin, and that game will be over WGN if you can't make it to the ballpark. And a reminder, Sox fans, every White Sox Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United proud to fly the Chicago White Sox. So Hosmer's 0 for 2. He's walked, he's grounded to second, and he's going out to center. "21 years old. And he, wow, grabs a strike. So
Hosmer probably wondering, not a lot of guys going to hit in this league if that one gets called.
He's a big man, 6'4", 230 pounds, out of Cooper City, Florida.
Hector Santiago loosening up. He was called up a while ago, is yet to see action.
Two one. Softly hit. Get over there, Will. Paulie will take it himself. Yeah. And that'll do it. He pitches out of it. 7th inning stretch. We got some work to do.
Bottom of the 7th inning in a 2-run game. Lewis Coleman comes out at 0-2, but a fine ERA of 2.39. He's out for the 25th time. Opponent's hitting a paltry 156 against a tall right-hander. Molino wound up throwing a lot of pitches, but he found his way making it through 6, giving up 3 runs on 9 hits.
Well, it's Great Heritage Night, as you can see. There's some wonderful dancers pregame out on the field. So here we go. Paulie to lead it off. Coleman. 25 years old, 6'4", 205 pounds. Out of Schlatter, Mississippi. Ooh. Little Danny Darwin action right there.
Side wheeler. Doesn't help very much if you miss with it.
Danny Darwin. Oh, pitcher. A lot of clubs, including our Sox. Paulie just underneath it. High. That's a just missed him right there. Paulie now 2 for 4. A homer or 2 RBI. Check that, a 2-out RBI single. A line shot to left and then a fly out to left. So here's Quentin.
Bowman's a rookie. Made his major league debut back on April 21st against the Indians. And for a guy that's just burst on the scene, he's putting together a pretty solid year out of the Royal pen.
Well, in 2 years in the minor leagues, his ERA 2.06 with an 11-4 record. Only 72 hits in 113 2/3.
You can understand where he'd be real tough on the right-handers.
Oh, you better believe it. As that ball hit into the gap, nobody's going to get that one. So he'll make the turn and pull up at second with his 24th two-bagger.
Couple of hits for Carlos tonight. That'll bring a tying run to the plate. That one on the outside corner at 92, not overpowering. And Carlos drills it into the gap.
So here's AJ. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles and a walk. Pops it up high into left field. 2 down. And here's Lillibridge. He's had a tough evening. 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs.
The happiest man in the ballpark to see Paulino leave. Paulino fanned 9 in 6 innings, while walking just the 2.
Outfield straight up, about equidistant. Pick him up. Come on, Brent. One and one to count.
Ryan Bruni throwing in the pen.
Got a bow your neck right here, Brent. 1 and 2. That'll retire the side. We'll go to the 8th. We need 2 to tie.
On the Honda game summary, White Sox trail by 2. Jake Peavy went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, walked a pair, fanned 4. Visit your local Honda dealer today to test drive the 2011 Honda Cross Tour, available with 4-wheel drive. Ryan Bruni comes into the game in relief of Will Oman, who went a scoreless inning. Bruni 1-0, ERA 3.18, on for the 14th time. And he'll be looking at one of the villains tonight, Francoeur, who's had a busy night.
Hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice and then came around to score, and then he singled and had a stolen base. Then he had a duck snort. I mean, a thoroughbred duck snort in the 6th and scored. And the count 0-2. 27-year-old outfielder. And gets another piece of that one. Nice catch by one of the fans. On the rebound. And another one.
The Yankees beat the Indians 9-2. There is some ground to be gained if we can rally in this one.
That breaking ball low and away. 1-2 the count to Francoeur.
That's what it looks like up to date. Enjoy the game back. They're locked up with the Angels in Anaheim.
Verlander against Dan Herron. Too much time.
AJ only has so many fingers.
And that's foul straight back.
That was close.
Up high. So this will be the 9th pitch of this at bat. The more pitches the guy sees, the more dangerous he becomes. He gone.
Took a little something off, dropped it over the outside corner.
Made a good pitch on him.
Francoeur has a seat.
Made a good pitch on him. So here's Moustakas. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Checks it up, did not go. Strike on the corner. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Royals. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for our Sox. They led it 3-0 after an inning and a half. They came back with 1 in the second, 2 in the third to tie it. And that ball hit into left field. There the bullpen. 2 down. So here's Trainer. He's had the big hit. A 2-out RBI single back in the 6th inning. Jake wanted to get that slider away and left it. Got a little too much of the plate. And that has popped up Paulie. And Bruni just coming right at him. That's the way Brian has to do it. And he did it for a 1-2-3 inning. Attaboy, Brian. 5-3 Kansas City.
WGN TV is sponsored in part by the Illinois Lottery, Mega Millions, and Powerball. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is worth $12 million, and Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is worth $25 million.
And here is Omar, 1 for 3. Face Lewis Coleman. Fakes the bunt, takes the ball. .64 sidewinder. Outfield. Real shallow, especially in left field, and that's going to fall in front of him. Alex Gordon was playing shallow, but not shallow enough, so the leadoff man aboard.
Omar with a couple of base hits tonight. Coleman's going to have to come up with something to take down some of the better left-hand hitters, because they can see him all the way as a side wheeler.
Here's Gordon. He's 0 for 3. Takes first pitch strike.
Kansas City bullpen up and going once again.
Get out of here. He's coming back. And that's out number 1.
Holland, the right-hander, and Collins, who's thrown a game and a half in the bullpen, the left-hander.
So here's Juan Pierre, 2 for 3. He's hit the ball well all 3 times. Takes that breaking ball downstairs. And the count 2-0. Oh, and one of those guys, especially the first time you see him, really tough. Next time you see him, not so tough.
Not sure how tough he is on the left-handers. Juan's probably going to get a good look at him. Hopefully he hits it hard.
There's a strike. 2-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. We trail at 5-3. Brent Morel on deck. And that's into left field. Gordon playing him perfectly. And that's out number 2. And a reminder, season ticket plans offer the best seat locations at the lowest prices with the most benefits. Now, prorated full season, weekday and weekend plans are available right now. So 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. So here's Martin. Hit from Morel, who was 1 for 4. Come on, Mark. Collins got to feel like nobody likes him.
Well, Ned Yost left his post. Walked back and he's taking a look at Coleman.
As he just misses on the outside, but it's called a strike.
Chris Sale listening in the pen.
Come on, Mark, take him out of here to left field. And the count 0-2.
It was a backdoor breaking ball in the same spot, but off the plate.
Well, he hadn't thrown a strike yet, and Mark's 0-2. That's a tough at bat up to this point. Why change?
Well, Trainer got as far outside as he could, figuring he bought a couple, maybe he'll get another one.
Outfield equidistant, slightly to the left and spread out. Got him upstairs, and we'll go to the ninth.
Here's our Lincoln upcoming schedule. You can watch the White Sox this week. Tomorrow afternoon against the same Kansas City Royals in the finale of the series on WGN. Then it's Thursday night versus the Twins on CSN. And Friday night again versus the Twins on WCIU. Watch the White Sox this week, brought to you by Lincoln, as Mark Teahan stays in the game defensively at third. Brian Bruni still in the game for his second inning of work as Escobar leads it off.
It'll be Escobar, Getz, and Cabrera. Brian last inning, one of the more aggressive innings he's had. Came right at him. And as we talked about, his stuff is good enough, but not when you're 2-0-3-1 is not. Escobar, that big 2-run triple back in the second. Had a mistake from Jake and didn't miss it. Very quickly to count 0-2. And please support the Chicago White Sox Wives Food Drive presented by Dominic's. Non-perishable food items and monetary donations will be collected at U.S. Cellular Field on Saturday, July 30th to benefit the Greater Chicago Food Depository. And another souvenir.
There is the closer, Joakim Soria. Not having his typical overpowering year. Still pretty good. 13 saves and a 4.37 ERA for a while. He didn't close. He's taking a rest for a bit, then they reinstalled him back as a closer.
And once again, the 0-2. Just over the head of Omar. So the leadoff man aboard.
Escobar took a very aggressive turn at first base, forcing Juan Pierre to throw it all the way back in. This ball is up. Escobar with 2 hits tonight. Thinking about maybe a double this time.
So as the out, he has made the call to the pen. So Brian will depart, and we'll be back.
Game at 2-0, the ERA 3.71 up for the 32nd time. He inherits Escobar at first base. Nobody out here in the 9th inning. Trying to preserve that 2-run deficit. Facing the top of the order.
Biscuits is 0 for 4 tonight. So Teahan now coming in on the grass, the outfield. Straight up. Bit of a gap out there in left center. Not a good attempt at a sacrifice bunt. Not a bad attempt if you're trying to bunt for a base hit.
Here we pan around, we show you the defense. Staying as close as you can get and charging.
And the count 0-2. And there's a base hit. On the 0-2 fastball. Trouble brewing here in the top of the ninth. And here's one of our nemesis, Melky Cabrera, who is 2 for 4, a single, then a bloop double down the right field line.
Melky's been a better hitter this year and more powerful from the left side than the right.
Alex Gordon on deck, Butler in the hole. Royals trying to even up this series at a game apiece. Put the Sox back 1 game under. Last time the Sox were over 500. There's a, they go to second, can't turn it. And there's 1 out. The last time we were over 500 was back on April 15th. We had a record of 7-6.
Getz went in pretty hard at second base. Ian on a chopper. Gets it as quickly as he can to Gordon. Getz goes in. Upsets him. Cabrera just too fast even from the right side.
Breaking ball strike. Alex Gordon, who's 0 for 3 tonight. I checked it, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. There goes the runner. And he will pick up his 11th stolen base in 13 attempts.
Not really a bad thing. Now you have to bring the infield in, but you can get by Gordon and you put Butler on the vacated first base. Take your chances with Hosmer.
Big whooping crane type curveball. Five 3 Kansas City, 5-9-1 for them, 3-11-0 for us. Watch out.
A little more break on that, and Gordon goes down for the 4th time. That was very much a protection swing. He just barely got the bat on him.
Big on. Big strikeout. 2 down.
They're going to put Butler on first base. Slider missed it by a foot. 4 strikeouts for Gordon on his return after getting hit in the knee and missing a game.
So this will be the 2nd intentional walk for Butler in 3rd of the game. He walked to lead off the 2nd inning in case you're just tuning in. And that started a 3-run 2nd. With only the benefit of 1 base hit. A couple of walks hit batsman. Sacrifice fly and then the 2-run triple. So 4 of the 5 runs scored by Kansas City tonight have come with 2 out. So that load him up for Hosmer. 0 for 3 with a walk. Angels leading Verlander in Detroit 1-0. As that breaking ball up high. For us, in the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Dunn, Konerko, Quentin, Pierzynski, and hopefully a few more. There's a strike. Yes, he did. And the count 1-2. Stay right there.
Sharp breaking slider. Hosmer went well around.
He gone. Tremendous job by Chris Sale pitching out of this jam. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. We got the meat of our order coming up.
And it's a couple of key strikeouts by Chris Sale. One of Alex Gordon, one of Hosmer out of the inning. And Chris Sale does a terrific job against the lefties. Chicago White Sox baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, only from Comcast. And so Joakim Soria comes into the game with a 4-3 record, an ERA for a closer well up there. This his 35th game. He's blown 5 saves. Normally he's got pinpoint control.
So Dunn, Konerko, and Quentin. They have the shift on. Checks it up and takes ball 1. Adam 0 for 4 tonight. Struck out in the first, popped up in the third to left field, and struck out in the 4th and 6th. And he's going to pop up to left again. Gordon. So here's Paulie. And here's our 4th drive of the game. Leading off the 2nd inning. That is number 22, RBI number 63, and he picked up RBI number 64 in the 3rd. He is 2 for 4. third at bat, he just hit a rocket right to Gordon in left field, and then in the 7th, just missed hitting another one out of here. Low and away. Make your plans to be with us here at beautiful U.S. Cellular Field tomorrow afternoon. Finale of this 3-game set. Edwin Jackson against Bruce Chen. If you can't, that game will be over WGN. And the count 2-0. There's the strike. And don't forget about voting for Paulie. Go to WhiteSox.com or MLB.com. Here's look at this. Is this sweet or what? That'll fall in. So the tying run now coming to the plate. A little duck snort by Paulie. He doesn't get many of those.
Soria kept that one down. Ball hits it off the end of the bat. 3 hits tonight, but more importantly, it brings a tying run to the plate.
Breaking ball hangs high. Big hack, no contact. Pops it up right side. 2 down. So it's up to AJ. AJ 2 for 3. Singled in the 2nd. In the 5th, he walked in the 3rd. Come on, AJ. Keep it going. Strike on the corner. Alexei has come out to hit for Lillibridge. Five, 3, Kansas City here in the bottom of the 9th with 2 down. A little high, a little wide. Even accounted 1. And we are down to our last bullet. 2 out, 1 and 2 the count. If you're just tuning in, Jake Peavy started, went 6 innings, gave up 3 in the 2nd, settled down then had a tough 6th inning with a couple of real soft base hits that hurt him. Butler led it off with a little soft ground ball just in the hole. Duck stormed by Francoeur, and then a 2 out. The base hit by Matt Trainer. One and two the count. AJ, the toughest man in the American League to strike out. Once every 16.9 or 17 appearances. In there. That's going to fall for a base hit. So now the tying runs aboard, and here comes Alexei. So a couple of duck snorts by our guys.
A broken bat. But the third hit of the night for AJ to go with a walk. And now Ramirez represents the winning run.
Bridge was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts tonight. First pitch strike right on the outside corner.
Ramirez with only 1 pinch hitting appearance all year. He plays just about every day. Soria has given up 5 home runs in 35 2/3 innings.
Ball hit hard, but right to the shortstop, over to second, and this ball game is over. So the Sox rallied last night to come back and win it by a score of 5-4. Can't do it this evening. We lose at 5-3, and we'll be back.